Hi there, you're listening to Someone Like You and Me, a place where we share little stories about feelings, memories, and the things we never quite had the courage to say out loud. Today, I want to share with you an old story from my university days, one I've kept quietly in my heart for a long time. Not because it was something extraordinary, but because I was afraid that if I ever told it, it might disappear, like it never existed. The story began in my second year of college. That's when I met a girl named M during a group study session. At first, I didn't pay much attention. She seemed quiet, soft-spoken, the type who smiled politely when others spoke. But then came the day we missed the same bus home, and that's the moment I realized I had fallen for her. It was pouring rain. We stood together under a narrow awning, waiting for the next bus. We didn't say much, just stood in silence. But at one point, I saw her reach out her hand, catching the raindrops dripping off the narrow awning with a gentle smile on her face. And somehow, that small moment made my heart race. For the first time, I realized, maybe you could feel happy just by standing next to someone, even if you didn't say a word. From that day on, I started noticing her more. She always carried a small book. She drank black coffee without sugar. She liked sitting in the far corner of the library. I began finding excuses to be around her, asking for help with homework, borrowing books, even arriving early at the library just to get the seat across from her. And strangely, my whole day seemed to revolve around that one brief moment of closeness. I never told her how I felt. Some feelings don't have a name. Not because we fear rejection, but because once the words are spoken, everything might change, and not always for the better. There was one time we worked on a group project together. We had late-night calls that stretched for hours. I told her about my little dreams, like owning a cozy cafe filled with old books, or taking a long road trip just to get lost. She listened quietly. And then she said, with a soft smile, "That really suits you." Just one sentence, but I still remember it. Then one day, she told our group she was seeing someone. A guy, cheerful, outgoing, full of energy. Someone who made her laugh a lot. But it wasn't me. I smiled from a distance. Didn't say a word. And all I could hope was that no one looked too closely into my eyes, because they were definitely holding back tears. From that day on, I started stepping back. I still said hello. Still smiled. Still shared group materials when needed. But I no longer sat across from her in the library. No longer found reasons to message her. And no longer held my gaze on her for too long. I never blamed her. Because I know, love can't be forced. And her kindness never promised anything. I simply chose to love someone, and chose, quietly, to let go. Now, retelling this story no longer hurts like it used to. It just feels warm, like remembering a time when I loved someone sincerely, with everything I had, even if she never knew. I guess we all have someone like that. A quiet love. Without a name. Without a clear beginning or an end. Just a moment. A heartbeat. A memory. It's a little bittersweet. But it's also something beautiful, and I'll never forget it. Thank you for staying with me until the end of this story. What about you? Have you ever loved someone in this way? Or in a way that's all your own? Leave me a comment, I'd love to hear your story, too. And I'll see you in the next episode of Someone Like You and Me.